Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, Social Development Minister Paula Bennett announces a pilot program aimed at protecting local vulnerable children. The Madison Blues step up training for next week's Marching Field Day, and the Bay of Plenty Steamers play their final ITM Cup game on Sunday against Canterbury. Social Development Minister Paula Bennett has announced a pilot program for Rotorua aimed at our most vulnerable and at-risk children. The Minister made the announcement at a function today hosted by local MP Todd McClay. The pilot program will involve the appointment of a regional director to oversee a team which will include health professionals, social workers, iwi and social agencies. Ms Bennett says the pilot scheme would be set up over the next year and would run for 2 years. Members of the Madison Blues marching team have been in a marching boot camp in preparation for next week's Marching Field Day. Madison Blues marching coach Helen Cunningham says the team has been practising for 3 days this week.
As far as the day that's coming up that they're practising for, what's that going to be all about? What's going to be happening?
It's a field day, so it's like a practice competition for the girls. It gives especially new girls a feel for what a competition is like. It gives them used to the crowds. It gives us a feel of where they're at. It gives the association as well a feel of where they're at. If we need help, we can go for help. All those sorts of things. So yeah.
The Rotorua Museum is again thinking outside of the box by initiating exciting exhibitions and events. Museum Public Relations Manager William Yip says on Sunday the 28th of October, live exhibits will be on display.
On the 28th of October, we're in partnership with Rainbow Springs. We've got some of their keepers and educators to come down and do a bit of a show and tell. And not everyone has the luxury of going to Rainbow Springs because it's there's a admission charge and things like that. But they're going to come and bring some of their creepy crawlies and their lizards and have a show and tell, and you might even have a chance to hold a lizard and meet the people behind all the great work they do at Rainbow Springs. And that's absolutely free on the 28th of October.
In sport tonight, not just a win but a big win is needed by the Steamers when they play Canterbury on Sunday in the final game of round 1 for the ITM Cup. The Steamers are second from the bottom at 6th on the competition table, 1 place above Hawke's Bay and relegation next season. Canterbury is at full strength and with home advantage, so it's an uphill battle for local rep team on Sunday. Rain Douglas asked Bay of Plenty Rugby Union Wairiki Chairman Trevor Albert about the Steamers' season.
Let's just quickly sum up the Steamers' season. I know it's been up and down and up and down, and the 2 games we had here in Rotorua, one was against Otago and they thrashed Otago, and one was against Auckland. They were supposed to be 2 of the top games, that they were in top challenges, and I guess the difference in some ways was the fact that they didn't have their All Black contingent or Sam Cane all that time and so on. Just quickly, how would you sum up the Steamers' season?
Well, the Steamers' season, I believe, should have been better, and it could have been better. They did have 1 or 2 injuries in crucial positions, that could possibly have been the
And that
problem.
affects things, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yes.
And that really affects, but it just shows you that, our backup perhaps isn't that strong, and are we using the right guys? But that's, selectors have got their own, opinion of who are the next in line. And
more from Trevor Albert and the local rugby scene in tonight's City News program. The second round of the Bay Ride Cup Premier title race sees 2 intriguing matchups which should produce games that go down to the wire. Tomorrow afternoon, cricket takes centre stage at Rayboard Park with the Bay of Plenty Indians meeting Rotorua Central, with the winner posting their first points in the Baywide Cup. Both groups of players have a fierce pride in the club they represent, and a real battle to the end is on the cards. Let's check out the weekend weather now, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, cloud increasing with northerlies developing and a low of 9. Tomorrow Saturday, rain and showers and northeast to northwest winds, high of 15 and a low of 8. Outlook for Sunday, showers and southwesterlies easing, high of 14 and a low of 4. Marine weather forecast for Saturday, northerly rising to 25 knots gusting, 35 knots in the morning, turning northwest in the afternoon and rising to 30 knots, gusting 40 knots by the evening. Waves rising to 1 metre in the morning, poor visibility and rain developing early morning, heavy at times, easing in the evening. Remember to check out our program listings and upcoming events in our great city. Go to tvrotorua.co.nz. Coming up after the break, Rain Douglas reports from the launch of the Rotorua Business Hall of Fame. Carly Jackson spends some time with the coach and the members of the Madison Blues marching team, and Wairiki Chairman Trevor Albert gives us his opinion on the 2012 Bay of Plenty rugby season.